Alright, welcome to Mr. Nelson's YouTube video. Whatever we do in this YouTube video, you need to make sure that you have in your notes. So this very first part, label your notes box plot, okay? Label your notes box plot. So you don't need the whiskers part, okay? So box plot. Alright, so first, I've got a set of data. In this case, my set of data is 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 22, 23, 24, oh, not 24, apologize. So 23, 25, 28, and then the very last one is 31. So my set of data for this box plot, or this down here that we're looking at on our number line, our dot plot, is that right there. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're first going to divide the data into 4 equal parts using what are called quartiles. Okay? Basically, all you are doing for a box plot is you are going to find the median 3 times, okay? Or the middle quartile first. So you're going to find the middle quartile first, or the median. So you can see that they found the median right there. Then you're going to divide it up into the lower half and the upper half. You're going to divide your numbers in half to find the median of the upper and lower parts, okay? And the median of the upper half is what is called the upper quartile, or upper quartile, or that's also called Q3. And then the median of the lower half is what is called Q2. Okay? I'll show you how to do this on the next one. So first, what we've got is we've got that list of numbers, and to find the median, remember we did our ticks. We've got tick, 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 tick. Oh, let's use a highlighter. Tick, 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 tick. So there's 4 and 3, 4. So it's between 18 and 22. Well, we would have to find the average of that, right? So we would take 18 and 22, 18 and 22. We would add it up, and we would get 40. Well, we find the average by adding and then dividing. So we divide 40 by 2, and you can see how they got 20 for their answer. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase all my tick marks. So you can see how they got the median of 20. All right, after they found the median, what they did is they said, well, here's my lower stuff. As you can see, I included the numbers that I used to make my median. If you have just, when a number stops at the median, you're not going to include it. But if you have 2 numbers that you use to find the median, then you will include them. So say, in this case, I'm going to include the 2 numbers that I used to find the median, but when you have the median, you do not include it, okay? When you find the upper and lowers, and we'll go over an example about that. So now we do our ticks. Tick, 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 tick. So we found that 14 was our lower. Okay, that would be Q2 would be 14. And then we do the median for the upper, tick, 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 and 25 is the median for the upper. Okay? So if you need to, you would have to plot that. And then my box plot would have a min at 12. We would at 14. And then at 20. And then at 25. And then all the way to 31. So down there at the bottom is what a box plot is. I created a box plot on the bottom out of that data. Okay? Basically, all you are doing is you are finding the median of the whole set. You divide it and find the median of the lower half and find the median of the upper half to find what are called your quartiles, or Q2 and Q3. Okay? All right. So this is a box plot, and there's some information that you can get from it. You've got your min, which is here. That's your minimum. Or it's also your, it's just your minimum. Then you've got your Q1. So from your min to your Q1, there's 25% of your data. Okay? Now from Q1 to the median, which is also Q2, that's the median, you've got another 25% of your data. So from your min to your Q2, you have 50% of your data. Okay? Now from Q2 to Q3, there's Q3, or quartile 3, you've got another 25% of your data. Then from Q3 to Q4, or your max, you've got another 25% of your data. So if I went from my min to my max, 100% of my data is there. If I went from my min to my median, or Q2, that's 50% of my data. If I go from the median to the max, or Q4, that's another 50% of my data to make up 100% of your data. Okay? So in a box plot, you've got the median 3 times is how you find it. And know that from here to here is 25% of your data. Another 25% of your data is from here to here. Another 25% of your data is from here to here. Another 25% of your data is from here to here to make up 100%. Okay? All right, so we've got a set of data, and all you are going to do is you're going to find the median of it. So I'm going to use my highlighter again, and I'm going to tick off. So tick, 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 tick. So it's between 68 and 78. So 68 and 78. You have to find the average, because when you have 2 in the middle, to find your median, you have to average those 2. So you've got 16, carry the 1, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 7 is 14. I'm going to divide that by 2 because I had 2 numbers that I used. 2 goes into 14, 7 times, that is 14, subtract, get 0, bring down your 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So 73. Let's double check. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! See, I was off, so I've got 6 and 6. So I actually did that one incorrectly. See why you always need to go back and check to make sure you're doing it correctly. Double check to make sure that you have the same amount on each side. So there's 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 6 and 6, 7 and 7. So really, I don't have to do it because they were the same amount on each side. So really, the median was 68. It helps to count how many are on each side. Okay? Always double check, because you can make a small mistake and think that you got the right answer. Okay? All right, so we found our median was 68. In this case, since 68 was our median, we're not going to include it when we find the upper and lower. If you have to average 2 to find the median, you include the upper and lower. Okay? So we've got upper and lower. Okay? All right, so now you can see I sectioned off my upper and lower. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the median of the upper and lower. So there's my upper and my lower. So I go tick 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 52 is my lower. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 86 is my upper. So my Q2 is going to be 52. My Q3 is going to be 87. Okay? So we've got our Q1, or we've got our Q2, we've got our Q3, our median. Oh, I apologize. That's not Q2. That's Q1. This is Q2. Okay? So your quartile 1 is 52. Your Q2 is 68. Your Q3 is 87. Okay? Now we've got the min is 18, and your max, or your biggest number, is 100. Okay? Let's check to see how we did. 68 was the median. It's the exact value in the middle of the order set of numbers. 52 was my lower quartile, or Q1. The lower quartile is the median of the lower half of values. We found that. 87 is my upper quartile. The upper quartile is the median of the upper half of data. And so this is my box plot for that question. You've got your min, you've got your max, you've got your lower quartile, Q1, you've got your median, Q2, you've got your upper, Q3, and then you've got your max of 100. Now it's your turn, okay? Remember, first, put in order. Second, find the median. Third, find median of lower. 4, find median